in the Funhouse. Quarantine number, I don't know because it doesn't matter.
We're on lockdown.
Still, that's why I sound immaculate and everybody else sounds like complete trash.
He did this on purpose.
Because we're having to stream everybody but me because I've got all the gear.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
this episode, conspiracy theories.
Yes, we've got some special guests with us.
And I will announce the guests. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the Funhouse, we have in one corner a multi-generational wrestling legend, Papa Stro, the maestro of wrestling. Woo-hoo! And his tag team partner tonight, hailing from Anchorage, Alaska, by way of Easley, South Carolina, professional wrestler and MMA fighter, Brett the Crippler Watson.
Yeah. I'm going to be my own hype team.
There he is. I feel like we're the Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Here's the story.
Hollywood Squares.
Hey.
Hey, Paul Lynde was great on that. He was the best.
Oh, I miss Paul Lynde, man. He was awesome.
Yeah. But we're doing conspiracy theories tonight.
Yep.
And talking about conspiracy theories.
Nice.
Hey,
I'm really interested to hear what Brett has to say.
Brett is a conspiracy theory.
Legally, I'm not allowed to disclose any information.
Two things I really want to know about. Men in Black and the black helicopters.
I can neither confirm nor deny their existence.
But he's probably flown around in a helicopter. Just saying.
Earthlings are easy.
Oh, too true. That's awesome.
So I don't guess we decided who's going first.
Yeah, who wants to go first with their conspiracy theory?
I want to hear Blondie's.
No, let's not.
Yes.
Her saying no makes me want to hear it.
Yeah, it makes us want to hear it even more.
Like it's something that's supposed to be hidden, like a secret.
Uh-huh.
Just to get to her homework.
Oh, I know.
Morse code.
Oh.
That's a conspiracy theory right there, because anybody who's ever listened to this podcast knows you're the only one who does homework.
You were never.
Oh my God!
What? What
There's homework. Wait.
Can y'all see
I don't think I'm ready for this
see
exam.
what she has written on her note?
Wow.
No, I can't see it.
All it says is episode 20, conspiracy theories. So she didn't do her homework.
Oh.
You were never living this down in the history of this podcast.
Ever.
I am going to harp on you every episode.
Wait, what about the moon landing? What about the moon landing? Do the moon landing.
Here we go.
The moon landing.
We got Neil in gorilla position.
That's right.
Look out.
Oh, that's right. It was the whole moon landing that started this.
So there was no need for me to even bring up anything because I was like, I know y'all are gonna get me started on that.
How'd you know?
You didn't know.
What's your moon theory landing?
I did your homework for you. Moon landing.
Yeah, that thing.
Neil Armstrong knocking out that guy. Question about it was pretty hilarious, though.
Yeah.
That was the GOAT, man. I mean, that was great. That was legendary stuff. Blondie does not believe we landed on the moon.
Why is that?
Brett?
Honestly, I have never said that. He just aggravates me about it all the time.
Brett, did y'all not have an hour-long conversation one time about her and that harebrained theory?
We definitely did. We definitely had a conversation about the moon landing.
But who was standing there listening to us?
The CIA probably. Yeah.
The CIA.
Yeah, they're listening through those robotic birds that they got. that I cannot confirm or deny.
The ripples to the American flag on the moon was kind of questionable, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so was Blondie's logic, so there you have it.
Yeah,
Could have been that gravitational pull, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
But that is a popular conspiracy theory that it was filmed in a
that you
sit in
subscribe
the
to.
studio.
By Stanley Kubrick.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd heard.
We landed on something though, evidently.
Yeah.
They were trying
Whatever it was.
We just landed on a rock out in space and was like, "This is the moon. It's fine." No, well, no.
So tell us, Blondie, what
Could have been a comet, like
Yeah.
Armageddon.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh man, that was when that dude's visor, and when that one, I'll tell you the one part of that got me. I think it was that one because there was two similar movies. The
Yeah,
same
that
year.
and Deep Impact.
Yeah, one of the two,
Deep impact.
one of the two, the guy was walking around and then meteorites hit and stuff, and then he got untethered and floated off into space. And there was nothing
Oh,
he
man.
could do. So you're sitting there going
Yeah.
like, man, what's he going to do? Just float around until the oxygen runs out? I mean, there's nothing he knows he can do. But
Remember when Ben Affleck jumped the hover driver from one part of the asteroid to the other?
yeah,
I was looking for him to have the Dixie horn playing as he's going over one side. Yeah.
You look like a bad mashup of Doc Ock and Elton John.
thank you. Thank
you
you.
look like Dexter.
I
You
just
look like
tapped.
Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
DD, get out of my laboratory. Yeah, I just we're on this
That's
FaceTime
great.
thing, and I
Yeah.
I clicked a button and I found all these.
Yeah.
I need to get this off because I look weird. There we go.
Hey, there we
Now
go.
you look worse.
Yeah,
That's
what kind of
awesome.
effect is this?
No, bring it back. Bring it back.
That's great.
Undo it. Undo it.
All right, for anybody who's listening, wondering what the heck we're doing, the Crippler put on some. We're looking at each other all on this video camera, and like Stroh was talking about earlier, we all look like in little squares like the Brady Bunch. And Crippler over there puts a filter on him, and he ended up looking like Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory. Don't ask; it was insane.
Yeah, it popped up and it was like add special effects here, and I was like, I like special effects. Make my own moon landing. See if they got backgrounds
Right.
on here.
Conspiracy Technology is a leading government secret agency that's been in business for over 200 years. We are now hiring intelligent people to work on some of the world's most dangerous cases. Do you have what it takes to survive the first year? If so, contact us at ctgov.org.
That
by
CGI
special
is great, man.
Right?
Plus,
If by special effects you mean conspiracy theories,
Yes.
yes. All right, who wants to go next? Well, Blondie, are you finished?
I'm
I'll go next. I'm going to talk about Little Green Men.
Yes, yes, you are.
I said
Nice.
no little green men.
What was that? You
Scared
breaking
of
up?
aliens.
You're breaking up. What? I can't hear you. I'm just going to talk about aliens, okay? So, Brett,
Yes.
Men in Black,
Yes.
or any cover up of anything not of this world. Any input on that? That you can legally say.
I have no evidence of it.
What about off the record?
I would not put it past. I would not put it past forms of government out there to cover up something like that.
Indeed. What do you
Sorry,
think,
y'all,
Stro?
My fur
Do you
babies
think-
are going nuts.
Do you think there's any merit to Area 51 and cover-ups of intelligent life?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's like over history, there's been like signs, share signs of extraterrestrial life rather, and activity. I mean, like digging back to the pyramids when they had hieroglyphics of heavenly beings coming down and helping them make architecture and that sort of thing from around the world. You have like pyramids around the world and spheres around the world, crop signs that are unexplainable to that point. So it's it's always been there. You know what I mean? Right in front of our faces, more or less. I see one. I see one.
For those of
He's
y'all,
smiling at me.
for those of y'all who cannot see, Scarecrow.
Oh, look at that! This other one.
Yes.
No.
He looks too happy.
We have alien footage. Hold on. I had to screenshot that.
all the aliens coming up on
Oh,
screen.
this must be a mating call or something with these two.
Change it back. Change it back.
You're gonna get stuck on one of those filters in a minute.
Extraterrestrial
complete the
after
rest of the
hours.
thing. Yeah.
That was great.
Brett
Have
goes
to complete the rest of the,
talk all
Days of our aliens.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
not.
you, the hourglass.
It's not easy being green.
There you go, Blondie. You got to see some aliens.
There we go. Never happened.
Sleep well. He's watching.
But yeah,
I'm
you know,
watching you.
The mating call of the extraterrestrial tribe.
I totally believe though, because you know, the precision cuts, Easter Island. I watched this documentary, and the natives all claimed that they walked, their ancestors is what they call them, walked down to where the statues ended up.
Yeah.
And they were trying to replicate that, and they ended up replicating it, but it took a. It's hard to believe that they would have been able to do that back then. It really is. There's so many things. And then another thing I've often said is we had a jump in technology right after the Roswell crash.
Mm.
You know, I mean, all of a sudden we went from, I mean, think about the stuff we had like in the 50s, and then all of a sudden, you know, we jump up and all of a sudden there's fiber optics and compact discs and all this kind of stuff, you know. The computer revolution. I mean, just all that stuff advanced very, 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 very quickly. So I think there's something to that. And I think their home base is they hover right off the Earth's atmosphere, right above Misty's house.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Is that true, Misty? Wow.
This is true.
We did go to the UFO welcome center.
How do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you know our ways?
We did.
Neil's killing me.
You have given away our secrets. You will be probed.
Over and over.
I'm sorry, E.T. How can I make it up to you?
Somebody get the Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, I got plenty of those. Help you out, little peanut butter.
E.T. phone Blondie.
So do
E.T.
we.
phone Blondie. So, who's next with a conspiracy theory?
I nominate Stro.
Yeah, go ahead, Stro.
Oh, E.T. nominated me, so I better get to it. Okay. Oh, I'm honored.
Just remember, it's not a cookbook. I mean, it is a cookbook.
The Surf Man, right? Oh,
Yeah.
I love that episode, man. Yeah, the main alien looks like Edge in the face,
Yeah,
the wrestler Edge.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
It's crazy. Every time I see Edge, I think of the alien now.
Oh yeah.
I guess with me be like supernatural phenomena, like your Bigfoots, your Sasquatches, your just like creatures in the world you can't really explain.
Yeah.
Would you lump the Gray Man in that category?
Well, Gray Man,
Yeah, like the Mothman and
Yeah.
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 I love that film. The Mothman Prophecies with
yeah,
Richard
Richard
Gere.
Gere, yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty good. The Gray Man, I think, would be considered a ghost
Yeah.
or a spectral harbinger, warning of the hurricanes.
Indeed.
I wonder
Interesting.
if Alaska has any of those.
Dude,
I
you
haven't
should
heard of any of
totally
that.
check that out. I want to
Yeah.
know.
Right.
All
I'll do
right.
some research on it.
I'll do a record about it.
There's some research on it. I really
Yeah,
would
but-
like to
It's
hear.
like the most
That would be cool.
Bigfoot
Yeah.
sightings are in Washington, so that's really close.
I'm sure there's some Bigfoot sightings up there in Alaska.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
got the Jersey Devil down in New Jersey.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe the Washington sightings. Like he's just like, "Oh, I'll take a vacation, wander up through Canada, get into Alaska, and boom, now we got Sasquatches. Sasquatch?
Sasquatch.
the plural? Sas-
Of course, you got Mick
don't know
Dodge
what
up in
plural is.
Oregon. Mick
Yeah.
Dodge up in Washington, Oregon. The Legend of Mick Dodge, Discovery
Yeah.
Channel.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I saw Kevin Sullivan on one of their shows?
Yes. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, you know what? I approached him about it too because I've been wanting to ask him about it.
What'd
Right?
he
I
say?
told Kevin, how'd you get on the show? Well, he's laughing about it. He's telling me, see, Kevin likes to fish, right?
Yeah.
He goes to different places and fish. Well, he's fishing, right,
Yeah.
on the lake, and you see, next thing he turns around, he sees this wild man running out of the woods with a camera crew following him, right?
Yeah.
And they ask him, "Hey, would you like to be on the show?" And it's like, okay. And he while he was still fishing, right? He's just hanging out with Big Dots on the show.
Well, he was on one like Mountain Men, something like that, and
yeah,
it was set up like he was living there, and he was out working on something like a forge, or something, and he was wearing a utility kilt. Did you see that one? Is that the same
crazy?
one? Because I was sitting there, I started looking, and I said, "Is that Kevin Sullivan?" And lo and behold, it was. It's like weird. I went on a church trip one time.
I was like, why is he out there recruiting more members for Dungeon of Doom for?
He's trying to recruit Bigfoot. Hey, I was up one time. I went with my church group up for a senior trip to Washington, D.C. And it was like the gift shop of like the Smithsonian or something. And as well as I do, there is no way on earth you cannot mistake somebody for Abdullah the Butcher, right?
Oh, no.
I turned around, and here comes somebody walking out with a bag. And it was so funny because it was Abdullah the Butcher, and he had this little teeny tiny bag. And he's walking out, and he's got those divots in his head, and all that. I'm sitting here going, that's Abdullah the Butcher. Wandering around Washington.
I think Bigfoot will be taking pictures of Abdullah the Butcher.
Yes.
Trying to find him.
But he is a professional. A professional. I am a professional. Crippler, you had a good one.
Oh yeah. I had one. It was there was a program that the CIA did like a long time ago, and there's like this whole conspiracy theory behind it. And the program it was called like MK Ultra. They did a lot of they tested a lot of techniques for like mind control and like hypnosis and stuff like that. And one of the things they tested was they dosed people just randomly with LSD, right? And they would just like wander around and find prisoners. They dosed soldiers with them, and they dosed civilians.
It's like Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they would do that and try to like use it as mind control, torture, stuff like that. And so like all these conspiracy theories are hidden behind it. And one of them is that Jonestown, the big like cult compound in Guyana, that was all set up by the CIA, where they tested LSD and tested mind control, techniques on them. And then once they got to the end of that program, they went in and killed everyone, and either had people drinking cyanide, or there were even some of the bodies there. This part is like actually like on the record, like some of the bodies had like gunshot wounds. They had injection sites on their back in between their shoulder blades where they couldn't, they wouldn't be able to reach them.
Right.
One dude was even like a couple of people were shot with crossbows, of all things.
Oh,
yeah,
crazy.
And there's a big discrepancy over like the body count, because at first they said like 500 people were killed there, but it ended up like 3 weeks later the official like number came out, and it was more like 900.
Wow.
So yeah,
like deprogramming and programming them, more or less.
Yeah. Yeah. So the conspiracy, that's like this big conspiracy that the CIA did like mind control things, and then they got involved with Jonestown so they could have their own little compound to see where it is. But that's one that I found a couple days ago. And then I like last week and then y'all brought up, hey, let's do a conspiracy theory thing, and I was like, oh, that's one that I just recently stumbled on.
Nice.
Oh yeah, like you recently stumbled on that. I think you've been researching that, of course.
Yeah.
It's like a handbook now for Brett.
Brett's always wanted to be a cult leader.
Oh yeah. I'm still working on it. I'm gonna get a little plot of land up here in Alaska and just like start my own compound.
I was part of a podcast the other night talking about Charles Manson, and we were talking about how he was a master manipulator, and he would use some of those interrogational tactics against a lot of his followers, and the fact that he didn't have any prior knowledge how to do so when they had this natural ability to interrogate and to have people follow him as every whim and to delegate authority was just amazing.
It's like
Sounds a lot like Vince McMahon to me.
It's like a religious cult in a sense. Like L. Ron Hubbard, he said, if you want to be rich and famous,
Scientology,
if you want to be rich and famous, start a religion.
Yeah.
You had me watching.
And everyone who has done that has achieved some sort of fame or fortune to some extent as a result of it. In mass quantities.
Maybe not good fame,
right?
But still fame.
Right.
But you have heard of me.
What happened to one person who joined Scientology for the fame and never gets anywhere?
Yeah.
There's
often like you got like Tom Cruise, John Travolta, and then Dave. What's he famous for? Nothing. He just joined of his own free will. Yeah, crazy, right?
He's having a couch party, jumping up and down with Tom Cruise and
trying to reach Lord Xenu.
Well, Brett was talking about MK Ultra. Stro hit me up with a video about some conspiracy theory and stuff the other night, and I was watching it, and that had a bunch of the MK Ultra stuff in it too. So that thing's pretty far-reaching.
Yeah. They announced like they did do like or I believe they announced that they did do like certain experiments and whatnot. And, if you put out, oh yeah, we did, one small program, then everything else that could possibly be attached to it, automatically everyone's like, oh yeah, that's definitely, the CIA trying to hypnotize people. But.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, well, sort of, what about the RFID tags?
Yeah, the like the little chips that are getting put in their in their hands.
Yeah. Screw that.
No.
Yeah. It's a big old no.
They're trying to do all that stuff for this coronavirus thing, and that's insane.
No.
And they've proven that once you get that in you, like they can like immediately, like if they wanted to, they can immediately ruin your life.
Oh wow!
Well,
like pushing the button and that's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
See a Black Mirror.
Release that cyanide capsule.
I'm sure
Boom, you're done.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Well, I know if anything like that happens, like any kind of CAT scans, any kind of like
that's right, it'll rip it out
for the rest of your life. Yeah, you're just not going to be able to. They would have to take extra precautions,
right,
to do stuff like that.
Have you seen those videos of the decommissioned machines, and they'll flip on the magnet and like the wheelchair will go flying across the room?
Oh, just like it'll suck everything into it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There have been like this was forever ago. Medicine has evolved since then. Doctors aren't as stupid. But there have been cases before where like surgeons will like leave stuff in people. Yeah. Like after surgeries, they'll like keep a hemostat in there.
Right.
And
a scalpel. Right? Yeah.
A scalpel. Yeah. And they'll sew the person back up, and like years later they'll sit there and they'll be like, hey, do you have any kind of like metal on you? Oh no, I don't. And then go in there and it'll like start to pull out.
All the metal I've got's in my soul.
Yeah, rock on.
But yeah, next thing you know, it's like John Hurt and alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
As the scalpel comes like careening out of your sternum.
What movie was that in? It was in the vein of like Scary Movie or one of those funny things like Naked Gun or something where they had John Hurt in there and
Spaceballs.
oh, and it pops out and does
Yeah.
the "Hello, my baby, hello, my
Yeah.
darling."
Oh yeah.
Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, not again.
Check, please.
Your Schwartz is as big as mine. Oh my God.
Love that film.
Right?
Oh yeah, that was great. Okay, I'll tell you mine. Mine has to do with the Clintons.
Oh boy.
And I'm like watch it.
Yeah, I have no connection to this whatsoever, so please don't suicide me.
Suicide me.
I'm out in the middle of like a park right now. No one's around. Like I'm waiting for like someone to pop out. Like, did you mention the Clintons?
Yeah, right.
No, I swear I didn't.
Yeah. So are you perchance referring to any body counts?
No.
No?
Well, in a way.
Okay.
But before I do, since we're saying that, my favorite meme right now, or one of my favorite memes about Jeffrey Epstein, and this is for the older crowd. Stro, you're like me, you'll get it. Somebody put up, and it said, Epstein didn't kill himself, signed Epstein's mom. From Welcome Back, Kotter. I said that. I told Blondie that the other night, and Blondie had no idea what I was talking about.
That's what you got about the Clintons.
Oh wow.
This one is about, well, they called it, what was it, the Boys on the Track? Is that what it was, the Boys on the Train Track? Well, it was about these kids in Arkansas, and what blew my mind is, since we've got a big wrestling tie-in to the show tonight, a professional wrestler just came out and stated on the record that he was there supposedly when there was like a drug cartel flying drugs into Arkansas. This is back when Bill Clinton was governor.
Okay.
And apparently, because everybody, has heard talking about the Arkansas mafia and Arkansas and everything else. Basically, the state troopers were working for the Clintons, and apparently they they allegedly were picking up the bags of these drugs. And Billy Jack Haynes, a famous professional wrestler from up in the Portland area.
Former tag partner.
Do what?
My former tag partner, Billy Jack Haynes.
Oh my goodness, was he really? I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Nice.
Down in Memphis.
Nice.
So he comes out the other day. Did you see the video I sent you? Okay.
Yeah.
So he comes out, and I love how he says, "What are they going to do to me?" But apparently he was there when apparently these kids, saw him on the train track and saw like the Arkansas State Police getting the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the Arkansas State Police like called into the Clintons and they were like get rid of them.
Oh wow.
And Billy Jack was like, I don't want any part of that. But Billy Jack apparently was coming in, and I don't know what he was exactly doing for him. This just blew my mind that he had that connection. But they found the two kids on the tracks, and it's been an open cold case for years. And then Billy Jack comes out and says he was there and saw them do that. So I'm recording what I watched from Billy Jack, who I believe, because I don't believe the Clintons. That's just me. But I'll leave it there. But, if you've ever heard the mystery of the Boys on the Track, we may have a culprit.
It's definitely the Clintons. Definitely the Clintons.
Pizzagate.
Yeah.
Pizzagate, yeah.
See, I was going to bring up the conspiracy theory of Carol Baskin's husband, but everyone knows that's true. So
Right. It's not a theory; it's a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact at this
Oh
point.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
known by everybody now.
Right?
I mean, it's out there. I'm so glad they're reopening that. Everything circles around the Tiger King these days.
Yeah.
Tiger King.
That's all my
Have you-
quarantine has been.
Have you seen it yet, Stroh? Tiger King?
Yeah, I used to have hair like the Tiger King, so I can kind of
Really?
the blonde.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We have a good friend who looks and talks exactly like him.
Oh wow.
I mean, almost to a T. And on nights when he comes in as the commissioner or as a wrestling manager, he's almost dressed like him as well. Brett knows what I'm talking about. You
Yep.
actually met him. You actually met him once briefly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's a good friend of ours, and he so Brett's been hitting him about every 20 minutes with Tiger King memes.
Nice.
Which blows fun
Go
up
back to
with-
Billy Jack, man. One time I was teaming with him one night, and we're getting ready to go through the curtain out to the ring,
Yeah.
and some young guy comes to him and says, wrestling was fake, right?
Mm,
And he chops him like as hard as he could to the guy's chest.
yeah.
So is that fake? Is that fake? I said, and I'm like, Billy, please don't kill anybody tonight. We got to get to the ring first. I'm
Character,
distracted.
man. He was a character. I remember he came around here for a while during the Crockett Tag Team Tournament. I think did he team with Wahoo during that? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Starcade too.
Yes.
It was
Who
with
they
the
go
Andersons.
against?
Ole and Arn.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they were tag team champions out of Florida at the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got you.
But the titles weren't on the line. It was basically a non-title. Them against Ole and Arn and Starcade.
Oh, that's that.
Conspiracy theories.
Oh, Misty's trying to keep us on track with conspiracy theories.
Is she now? Is
Yeah,
she
okay.
now?
Because Stroh, we've interviewed you for the show before.
Oops. Sorry.
No, we've interviewed you for the show before, but you've never been in studio with us and doing one of these like live and talking and stuff. And
I
Blondie,
love it.
Blondie will hit us with the zapper when we go off topic because we're known to go off topic.
Just a little bit.
So we got Neil and Blondie in the gorilla position,
Yes,
feeding away.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Awesome.
yes. So speaking of gorilla position,
That's not right.
you're
What?
you're the one with the little notepad and the pen right now. So
Yeah.
With nothing
Alright.
written on it?
with nothing written on
Yeah,
it.
no homework.
I wrote down and posted pictures that you were taking.
Stroh, and why this is funny, just so you know,
Mhm.
we did an episode about Veronica Mars. And-
Yeah.
Many,
when,
many
when
times.
does that come out?
Many times
used to
we
watch
did
Comes
that
out
episode.
like next week, right?
Yeah. And Misty came in and she was so excited because she wanted to talk about the old Veronica Mars or the Veronica Mars thing before anybody else had a chance. When they re-released like the new season.
Little
Yeah.
did she
She had
know.
like 17
Uh-oh.
pages of notes. 17 pages of notes. And she's been there telling me and Neil, she's like, oh, y'all be serious. Y'all be serious. Y'all be serious. Then we find out that the new series had already come out.
Ah,
It early.
They released it early and she didn't know. And she so now she just shows up. And I guess she's just phoning it in. She doesn't bring any notes in.
No homework, no notes. Just they'll figure it out.
I normally do homework, but I didn't today.
Well,
Two
here
extra
we all
people
be
on this
later.
thing. We can find something fun to talk about.
You're right.
Yeah.
we're off to such a good start.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Because with the motley crew that we have in here in this show tonight, we could come up and talk about anything. But Blondie's wanting to talk about conspiracy theories. So Blondie is about to give us another one of her conspiracy theories.
All right.
Pop quiz.
Tell us, Jedi Master.
Tell me.
The alien is back.
Tell me.
Oh, hey, I got a conspiracy theory.
Spit it out.
Yeah. And Hey, what about the conspiracy theory that a lot of the like the Beatles and stuff, like they had like lookalikes, like one of them died and they got
Oh,
And they
somebody to come
replaced
in
it.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
Paul is
And
dead.
Paul
they said,
McCartney.
Yeah.
yeah, and they
He's a
said
robot now.
that they've done that with other people, or
Like cloning.
or celebrities that have faked their deaths.
Or have been
Like
abducted.
Tupac.
No, I don't know about them that get abducted.
Brett and Strode, the fake Hall and Nash.
Yeah. Yeah. Huckster and Nacho Man.
Oh, Gilbert.
Oh,
Gilbert.
Or the fake Sting, yeah.
The fake Sting, yeah.
They just so see.
I've wrestled them both, the real and the fake Sting.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Who's better?
Well, nothing's better than the original, right? You know what I mean?
There you
It's
go.
like the
There you
movies.
go.
The movies, always the original's
Yeah.
the best.
I had to ask.
Yeah.
So, are there any other conspiracy theories that come to mind that anybody knows that should be spoken of?
Or that anybody believes.
Oh, well, that's what I want to hear. You know, because we all see conspiracy theories and stuff, but some of these that one that we really believe in.
What about the flat earthers?
The Flat Earthers.
Boo.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Boo, Misty, boo.
no, but there are people out there that believe that. I mean, I don't understand how. I mean,
Well, yeah, obviously we've been to the moon. Obviously we've seen the Earth from there.
The moon was flat too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was made of cheese.
Yeah.
hey, but there is a conspiracy theory that the moon isn't really there, that it's just an illusion.
Full of cheese, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I have to say,
It's not
hold
the
on, I have to
Truman
say
Show.
this. I have to say this. We're legally required to say this. The opinions expressed on here by Blondie are not necessarily those of the rest of the Funhouse.
Yeah.
That's starting this episode.
The JFK assassination.
Oh, yeah, it's a great one.
That's a big one.
Definitely don't think it was a single shooter.
That's a magic bullet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
Ice
Brett,
bullet.
With all your training and stuff, I mean, you've pretty much seen military training with weapons and stuff firsthand. And they keep, there's people that keep trying to say that, they could do the whole, the bullet and shoot from the.
Yeah, they got who was it? Jesse Ventura.
Yeah,
got him up there.
Navy SEAL.
Yeah, with the same rifle and everything, same distance, everything, and try to get him to shoot 2-3 shots.
Yeah.
In the same time frame as you see on the video.
Yeah.
Like when the first bullet hits and then when the second bullet hits. Or the magic bullet, the one,
right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's impossible for one rifle or that model of rifle to fire because it's a bolt action. To fire and then load the next round and then fire again.
Yeah.
So it was just one of my things where I'm like, yeah, was it probably 2 people? Yeah.
Did you see the Seinfeld episode where they did this bit? Where
No.
That it was the same thing. They were trying to they were trying to do how it went.
Misty, stop getting us off track. We're trying to talk about conspiracies.
Yeah, Misty. Yeah, over here trying to talk about Seinfeld.
Let me just check my bullet points.
Oh no. Bullet points. That's something else we can't talk about on here.
Let me pull out my notebook. Nowhere in here does it say Seinfeld. I did.
What about the shape-shifting conspiracy where people were talking about how people can like shift and show their true form every now and then, more or less.
Oh, you mean
guys heard about that one?
You mean the
Wait,
lizard people?
You mean you
Yeah.
humans don't have shape-shifting?
Yeah.
I mean, us humans don't have shape-shifting powers? What?
What was that?
Well,
Nothing.
those of us that aren't really human, I guess.
Yeah.
Like E.T. over there.
Yeah. Yes, I'm just a normal human who does normal human things with my human parts.
Very humanly.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that the shape shifting thing's amazing. There's just so many things, through time, and I personally, me right now, and I'm not going to get too far into it because I'll end up again getting up on my soapbox, so I won't. But I will just say that I think there's a big conspiracy in the media right now.
Yeah.
I second that.
Oh yeah.
I think anybody, without going too far, I believe there's a huge conspiracy with the media. So, and
Do you notice?
Go ahead.
Do you notice a lot of the channels, news channels? It's like every one of the anchor people, they all say the same thing, reading from the same script.
Yeah.
It's really disturbing at times if you think about it.
They use the same word, and it would be different if it was like some common word. But they use, I mean, they go in and they pick a word. And it's like you can turn certain channels on and watch one right after the other. Everybody who's coming on there, even the guests, the talking heads that are coming up, they're saying the exact same word or sentence to describe it.
Right. If you're like flipping through the channels real fast, you can hear the whole sentence.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, but it's almost like they're trying to do the repetition of it to get it to stick in your mind, because the more you hear it, the more subconsciously you believe it to be true.
That's been scientifically proven many times over.
It was
Psychology 101, man.
Yeah. It was a quote from Hitler. If you say something loud enough and enough times, people will start to believe it.
What's up with you bringing dictators and cult leaders into the whole thing?
Don't worry about it. But on an unrelated topic, I am starting a new utopian society up here. If anyone's looking to join.
Hey, don't you own a small plot of land in like Scotland or something?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Like you do.
Or you can buy the island real cheap out there, though.
Yeah.
1 foot by 1 foot.
It's 1 foot by 1 foot, and he is a Scottish lord.
We'll
no
all
social distancing there.
No, we'll all just hop up on each other's shoulders. It'll be great.
It'll be like a totem pole.
Yeah.
You can shoot Highlander movies.
Oh yeah, love the Highlander.
There can be only one. As I kick,
I could be Sean Connery, the Spanish peacock.
Yeah.
That helps the cloud.
Well, like here at the house,
He'll talk just like Sean Connery too.
Yeah,
he does in all his movies.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, it's like, God, I'm sitting there thinking something else. Usually I can do a decent Sean Connery, but what was it?
You have to everything.
I need to look back at this and figure this out and see if this is. There's a movie, and me and Brett love it. Watch it all the time. And Brett, you'll know when I say Sean Connery what I'm talking about. And if it's not Sean Connery's first film, it's got to be one of his first films. Is Darby O'Gill and the Little People?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
I haven't.
The Disney movie about the leprechauns?
No.
About the land of the leprechauns and stuff. And he's younger as before. I think it was pre-Bond.
Yeah, it almost have to be.
Yeah, it would almost have to be. And wouldn't you say, Brett, probably that would have to be one of his first movies?
Well, I'd say one of his first, yeah. Definitely. That is a good movie. It's on Disney Plus.
Nice.
So,
yeah, Brett gets some plug in for Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Yes. Send me some of that Disney money.
Right? Be set for life.
Right?
Yeah, for real.
No kidding.
Yeah, you're practically Captain America now. I figured you'd get some of the Disney royalties off that.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm waiting for them to be like, "Hey, you got a new special task." Okay, what is it? Infiltrating like some like other nation, like doing something cool. No, you're going to join the Mickey Mouse army. The what? Yeah, you guard the park, but you get a cool set of ears. So you got that going for you.
Don't lie, Brett. You'd be down there doing that so fast.
With the Infinity Gauntlet, like Thanos.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Every time I lock someone up, I just like snap. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, they could be sitting there and they just be like, "Oh yeah, we got this like room for you down here. You can have food, but we're not going to pay you. But you can stay in Disney all the time." I'm down. Yeah, let's go. You want me to sing Small World? Dance around? Because I can do that too.
Yes, I do actually.
Well, I need some of that Disney movie, some of that Disney money from. Yeah.
Money first, dancing later.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God! I just sit there and Stro over there dancing, and I can just picture on the little boat me going through Small World, seeing Brett and Stro.
I would be in every country. I'd be in every country.
Just like Risk when you play Risk.
I'm not in every country. I'm in only like maybe 2.
Oh yeah, that's
put
right.
All my people on Great Britain, pushed as far north as possible, and then just one other island because I have to have somewhere else.
Represent.
Yeah, exactly. Represent. See, I'll put them all on there, and I only choose one country, but it ends up being 2 because so many people are put on that one island that it overflows into the other islands.
You're overpopulating.
We're of Scottish descent, so we always pick Scotland, and then they overflow into.
See, I build up my army, and then I fight my way out.
Gotcha.
Take over the world. That's how it goes.
I've always wanted to do the Kurgan line in Highlander when he's at the church talking to the cloud, and he spins around reciting the Def Leppard lyrics.
Yeah.
Spare the burnout, then to fade away.
Oh, speaking of Highlander, there's this show. I don't know if you've seen it. What's the name of that show? It's about the 80s and stuff. The Goldbergs.
Goldberg, yeah.
And there was an episode where the guy who played Kurgan was on there, and he's the shop teacher on the show, right?
Nice.
So they'd just seen Highlander and wanted to create a Highlander club at the school. So the kids all go in and they said, "Well, you've got to have a sponsor. Nobody's going to sponsor you for a Highlander club." So they went and found the shop teacher, and it's Kurgan, the guy that plays Kurgan. And they're sitting there and they're talking about how cool McLeod is and everything else. He goes, "Well, he might be cool, but he's not as cool as that Kurgan guy. He seems like, breaking the fourth wall. It was really cool."
Yeah.
Guys, it's been fun having y'all on here.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's been great.
Social distancing thing, because with the exception of Brett, who's way out there and playing Nanook of the North,
I'm just getting that social distancing down.
Yeah, you are.
You were doing it before it was cool.
Exactly. I'm a trendsetter, really.
Oh look!
Oh yeah, don't forget the mask.
Yeah, I gotta wear this when I go into places, into like buildings and whatnot. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You just pull up that bottom. Just pull it up and look like a bank robber or something.
Yeah, don't go in the bank wearing that, Brett.
Oh, right. Is this a stick up? It's a science experiment.
This is the few times where I can walk in with a bandana around my face into like a gas station and still have to pay. So usually everything's free.
What is that noise?
I don't know. Who's buzzing?
Somebody ever honking at you, Brett?
Nah.
Well, again, the rest of us, we get to see each other fairly regularly when we're not under quarantine.
Yeah.
But it was nice having everybody together and on the Funhouse tonight and talking a little bit about conspiracy theories, and bringing that up. But,
and absolutely, like I'm always down to read some more conspiracy theories. So if anyone out there listening to this has any,
you are a conspiracy theory.
You're right. Write them down, send them in. That way we can read them.
Yep.
Cool
That's my
beans.
shameless plug right there.
You can
Get lost
Yeah,
in
right.
funhouse@gmail.com.
Well, I guess it's that time again. It's time to get lost.
In the funhouse.
All right.
Ah, where am I?
Cut it there.